Hello, good evening, and you're warm welcome. So today I'm going to show you how to get started in Corel Draw. How to get started in Corel Draw. We're going to be looking at the tools and also the interface of the Corel Draw graphic suite. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing after opening the Corel Draw software, if you want to get started, you can see here is get started. The first place where this mouse is, you can see get started. The second place is that you're going to go to new document, you click on it, the dialog box is going to show. Then you might want to edit the name. If you don't, you can as well leave it. Let me just put it as alright, my name. Alright, so presets, Corel Draw Designer before. Number of pages, you can put any number of pages you want to put. Now this three dot menu, if you want to save the preset, you save it here. Okay, so this primary color mode, you either choose CMYK or RGB, but for a start choose RGB. This is a color mode intended for what? This CMYK is a color mode that is intended for viewing. Anything viewing like television on phone is for viewing. Then RGB is a color mode intended for printing. Okay, so the next one is the dimension. The dimensions, you might want to check the dimensions. The dimensions A4 size, you can also choose any of the sizes, but I'm going to be choosing A4 size. And this is the width. You can also change this. You can use millimeter, centimeter, or inches, but I'm going to be using inches. Okay, so this is the orientation, either portrait or landscape. And resolution, leave it at 300 because that is the highest. If you check it, you see the highest is 300 for quality and higher quality of images. And the next is, let's check this color settings. Okay, this one you don't have to change anything here in default settings. Okay, then you press OK, and then the workspace environment appears. Okay, the workspace, this is the workspace of the Corel Draw. Anything again, and this cycle is the size of your workspace. The size that was selected, that was A4 size. That was selected is the size, the paper size. Okay, so first of all, let's start with the tools. At the left hand side, the toolbar. At the left hand side of the toolbar, the first one is the pick tool. If you go to this arrow pointing right, adjacent right, slanting right, downwards. There are some other tools on them. We have the freehand tool. You click the freehand tool. It means that you can draw, you can pick along this axis anything. This is the freehand pick tool. Let's just say I do a triangle. Just I do a triangle and I click on this freehand pick tool. Okay, so I click on the freehand pick tool. And guess what? I did like this. Guess what? I did like this. It picks it. So it's another way of picking objects or selecting object. Freehand pick tool and the free transform. Let's check it out what the free transform tool does. Okay. This is what the free transform tool does. It shrinks and enlarges to different directions depending on the direction you want it to go. So that's for the pick tool. And the second one is the The second one is the shape tool. The shape tool. What is the function of this shape tool? Take for instance, you have your shape. You created a rectangle shape. Okay. So what the shape tool does is that the shape tool adjusts it at the end of one node. So what I just did, guess what? You click on this one and hold left click and drag. Hold left click and drag to get the shape using the shape tool. Another way you can use the shape tool is by selecting all the nodes. Take for instance, you want to only move this to. Guess what? You're going to right click and convert to curves. Means you want to change the shape of this. Take for example, you want to bring this one to come inside like this. That's what the shape tool does. You want to bring this one inside. That's what the shape tool does. So you can use each of the nodes, any of the nodes, to adjust, to edit, and to manipulate the shape using the shape tool. And the next one is the smooth. What this simply does, watch, by pressing left click, you see what is doing? Smoothing the edges of shape. That's the work of this smooth tool. You see? Is also another thing is that it increases the nodes. If you check it, you discover that the node increasing in multiple nodes. Now, the next one is a snare tool. Snare tool. Let's check it out. What the snare tool does. Is what the snare tool does. it can change the form of the shape. That's what this method does. You can alter the form by holding left click. See, you can alter the form of the shape. That's what this method does. And the next tool is the twirl tool. This is the tool that this also turns it into, and with this you can change the nib size. You can change the node sizes, and you can also alter it so it does the same work, but it's just that this twirls in and out, and the other one is attract and repel. This tool, what it does, simply attract. This one come down, this one goes in, this one goes out, this one comes in. Attract and repel. The next one is the smooth tool. Let's check what this tool does. I see what it does. Okay, complex. Okay, so the smooth tool is what it does. So do you understand? That's what the smudge tool, that's the function of the smudge tool. And the last but not the least is the roughen tool. Let's check what the roughen tool does to the edges. Let's pick a node. Okay. Alright, the next one is the crop tool. The crop tool, if you want to crop, let's say for instance you want only this what is here to come out. So what you do, when you hold left click, and you drag to the angle that you want to crop, then you press, then you click on crop, it crops out those areas. So that's what the crop tool does. That's what the crop tool does. Okay, the next tool on that crop is the knife tool. This tool, what it does is that it cuts between two segments. Let's try this here. Okay. So the next tool is the virtual segment delete tool. This is the easiest tool when you want to remove a part away. Use this tool. It deletes the part completely. So long as there's not something intersecting or blocking it, it deletes the part completely. As the work of the virtual segment tool. The next is the eraser. You all know this for erasing any part. You can increase the size here. Size of the eraser, you can expand it here and here. This to increase, here is to reduce. And the next one is zoom tool. The zoom tool is what it does. I see. If you left click, it zooms in. If you right click, it zooms out. That's what it does. And the next one is the pan tool, also known as the move tool. I see what you can easily move any you want to move. The workspace and also the paper size orientation, you can also move to the work. Now the next tool is the freehand tool. The freehand tool. This tool is used if you want to draw using freehand, something like this. You can see using freehand, you just want to explore using freehand. Remember, I didn't remove my hand from the left click. I'm going to remove my hand from left click. Wow. Freehand tool. The freehand tool. You can use the freehand tool. So you can use the freehand tool to do any shape or any drawing you want to do. Now, the second one is the 2-point line. Simple. Name implies you want to draw 2 points. 2 points space, and guess what? You have your point. 2 points. Nice. Okay. So the next tool is a bezier. This one is also shown to mark 2 points because it's straight. It's usually straight and accurate. Are you seeing this? You have already got it. Bezier is always straight and accurate for drawing or connecting lines into different directional points. The next one is the pen tool. The pen tool is used or you can use it to create any shape. First of all, so this is what the pen tool can do, and you end it at the same node, at the beginning node. Now the pen tool can also draw points, but by holding control, the pen tool can draw points, but it's not. It is accurate. I mean horizontally, not as accurate as vertically, but it draws points also. But you can use it to manipulate the straight lines. You can create curves that are very amazing. So that's what the pen tool does. The next tool is the B-spline tool. Simply what this B-spline tool does is that, let's say this is the shape, is what it does. You see? I see. I see. What are you noticing? What are you noticing? What are you noticing? Alright. Alright. This is what the beast can do. It does the same thing with pen tool. Okay. So the next way is what the polyline tool. Let's check what this tool does. This is what it does. More of like freehand. This is scribbling. With this you can form an art. That is it. Now this is it. Scribbles. That is it for the piece for the polyline tool. It's useful. You can use it for scribble. Now the last but not the least on these freehand tools is the 3-point curve. Very simple. This tool connects 3 points together as the name implies. 3-point curve. Let's delete this. Alright, let me use this workspace. Let's zoom out, okay? Let's use this space. Okay. So what this 3-point curve does is 1 point, this 2 points. So what it does is just like the pen tool. 3-point curve. That is what it does. This is the final one. I see. Can as well manipulate it in any direction you want to manipulate it to. That is it. Then the next one is the spiral. The spiral tool. Artistic media, not the spiral. Artistic media tool. Now let's check it. What this tool does. Let's check what this tool does. The artistic media tool. This is what it does. More of like freehand. See what it will bring out. It's a tip line. Okay? You can use this in form of you want to do a marker writing. You can see it just like somebody used marker. Somebody maybe if somebody printing, the person will know that the person used a software called Corel. The person will think it's a marker that the person used. Okay? So these are some other ones if you want to explore other things you want to do in this. Okay, you can change them here, there. Okay, this is another one. That's the first one. Brush. This is for brushes. Okay, you see broken lines. Okay, the next one is what? The next one you can see, you can use it, change it to anyone. Okay, can change it to anyone, it will be changing. Let's check the next one, calligraphy. Okay, let's check what is calligraphy. The next one. Okay, the next category, object. Let's see the object. Okay, since okay, you can see that. This is scroll down the objects, different objects you can use to embellish your designs. There are many of them here which you can use to explore them as you are in your workspace. See another one that looks like a tailed fin. Okay, so that the next one is the scroll. Let's check what the scroll has in it. You see this? Can you see? Let's check. If you want to check for the nets and the others, you can as well continue. Then the next is essential category. Essential category. And scroll down to check as many of them as possible. And then let's check the next. Splatter. Okay. What do we say splatter? Or simply means something that is distorted. Splatter, it just is distorted. So we can explore as many as possible here. In the next, after the scroll category, after the splatter is the symbol. We'll see some symbols here. Symbols. Here. And then as is another list, the texture. You can see various textures here. And see this. I see these are texture that you can embellish in art, in your designs, and they will look outstanding. No, there are so many textures you can use here. You can see some. This is a distorted texture. This is okay. Look like pointillism. The next one is this. Under the same artistic media tool. Alright, so brush strokes. Okay, with the brush strokes, let's check it out what the brush strokes is. So this is brushstroke under artistic media tool. This is a brushstroke. If you want to change it, you can just come and click on anyone. See if I change this one. Still loading. You can see nice brush strokes. Okay. So there are so many of them that are hidden, but once you start checking them here, you can find them in the artistic media tool. That is this tool that looks like S, that is slanted adjacently. S slanted, this tool here, the artistic media tool. Then you can find them at the top here. First of all, the sprayer, and so these are other ones which you can also explore other tools and styles of the artistic medium tool. Okay, the next one, because of time. Okay, let's check out the next one after brush strokes. See, we have to, and if you are doing design and you want to use vector food, you can find them here. Vector food, not pictorial realistic, and you can find it here. Okay, just simply you see these fruits. Okay, these are vector fruits. They are not realistic, they have been converted into vector. Vector is the Corel drawn format of the object or of the design or of the depiction. This is an nice and so on and so forth. You can explore as many as possible. The next one after food is footprint. Once you click this, you will see as many as possible under footprints, different footprints. See the one of is a chimpanzee or puppy footprint. The one of which one again? Okay, so there are so many. See the one of human being. So if you are having the design that you want to use footprint of human, the footprint feet of human beings, you can use this. Now the next one is MISC. Okay, let's check what this one is. This is what it is. It also have fruits. You see, you can also create some illusion like this cloud-like forms. Okay, the next one is mosaic. You can see the different mosaic here. The drop down collections. You can see this, like they look like mineral stones. Okay, like marble. Music. Okay, let's check music out. In music, you can see musical instruments like guitar. You see, you did not go and download an image, but it's already in the Corel Draw interface toolbar in the artistic media tool. Okay, so we have various instruments, the guitar, French horns, and so on and so forth to explore here. The next is a objects. Check, you can see the object, very nice. Presents, crescents, those are the objects. The other object too you can explore. But the objects, icon of mass health icon. Okay, you can explore as many as possible here. Look at this pencil. Okay, pencil. Let's say you're designing a notebook. This will be very useful element. Crayons. Okay, and this this and these elements also are the object. And the next is plant. Let's check it out. What is in under plant? Have the trees under plant. We have trees. Okay, are you seeing the tree? Just like you can create a scene, a landscape with this. Do you know that? Another one here. I seen it. We have created what? And if you another one here. I seen it now. Another one here. I seen it now. We are creating an area, a landscape where trees are grown. That's what you can do, and you can explore with this software. These are also some others. These as on the plant. See grasses, blades of grass. And which one again? Flowers. Which one again? Oh, going to export. Okay. Which one again? Alright. Alright. So the next is Platinum. Let's check this Platinum. Okay, you can see this Platinum. Alright, this is what the splatter does. The lane. Now the next is the stars. Let's check the stars. What are under the stars? Simply, they are just star shapes. Okay. Where is this star? You can get it here also. Star shapes. Star shapes. Okay. Alright. Okay. So let's move to the next one under the same artistic media tool. This one is the calligraphy. You can use it. Okay. This one is used when you want to write. Let's take for instance you want to write in calligraphy. Let's say you want to write O okay. You do like this. You V Y N E. Okay, just a star of calligraphy. calligraphy, writing. Can you see it? Just a star. Okay, so that's what you can use the calligraphy under the artistic media tool still. And the last one is the expression. Let's check what the expression does. This is it. This is what it does. The expression, you can also use it to reduce signature, just like a marker. Okay, so that does it for artistic media tool. Okay, the next is the rectangle tool. Okay, simply let me open a new page that I can show you. Okay, this is another new thing. So you can rectangle tool. This is the orientation landscape first. I want to show you two ways of how you can create the rectangle tool. First of all, you double click on the rectangle tool, double left click on the rectangle tool. You should double click, it is going to show on the size of the paper. It's supposed to show what's going on. Okay, let me just use it manually. You will just hold left click and drag, and then when it reaches, this is the manual way of creating a rectangle. Then you release your finger from the left click. You have gotten a rectangle. You created a rectangle shape. Let's check what's under the wow. Oh wow, there are some tools under the artistic media tool. We have also the light sketch. Okay, we're not going to do it. Okay, so this you want to sketch something freehand, more of like a freehand sketch. See? Then the next is what the smart drawing. Let's check it out. What the smart drawing does. Freehand. Also. Freehand. Also. Okay, so with these freehand tools, you can use it to explore many of overall freehand drawings or sketches that you may want to depict. Now in the rectangle tool, we also have a 3-point rectangle. This is simple. If you want to create a 3-point rectangle, just click on one point, the second point, and the third point. One point, second point, and one point. I'm coming. 1 point. Okay. Can also, okay. Alright, 3-point rectangle. Next is the ellipse tool or the cycle tool. Now this is for creating this cycle shape. Okay, if you want to create it, you hold the left click and drag after selecting the tool, and on the toolbar you can hold Ctrl to make it the perfect cycle by holding Ctrl make it a perfect shape. You press space to drop the tool so that you can be able to select and move it using the pick tool. So any of this tool that is like the circle, the rectangle, once you have done all the freehand tools, you can press the space bar and it's going to automatically put it on pick tool, so as you can easily move it. Now, because of time, I'm going to be going this. The next one here is the polygon tool. With this you can create polygon. How many side polygon is this? 5-sided polygon. Beautiful. Okay, so you can also create a star within star. Now if you want to adjust it, you can see you grab one of the nodes, you adjust, grab the nodes and you adjust. Star, you have gotten a star. The next is the spiral. The name implies, if you want to create a shape that turns inward to outwardly in a spiral direction, that's it. And common shapes, these are shapes that you can explore. Look at where you can change the shapes. This is a slanted triangle. We have so many of them here to explore while in Corel Draw workspace. And the text tool is the next. Text tool, you can use this to type. You can use this to type. First of all, these are the fonts. The names of the fonts. The fonts can be found in this area. Are the fonts area fonts. Now we have two classification on font. Fonts are classified by. So I'm going to wrap it up at this moment, but let me now. Fonts are into two classification. Alright, so that will be for tomorrow. Okay, find out the answers and we're going to discuss it tomorrow. Alright, so that's a wrap for it today. So see you guys tomorrow in the next episode of Corel Draw, of playing around with Corel Draw for beginners and for novice. Okay, alright, see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.